Is your name Ruth? Because I am rooting for you. Today I'm going to be talking about the book of Ruth. There are particular things that stood out for me in the book of Ruth, and I'm going to be sharing just one today. Right, so join me on this journey. The background story. Naomi left our country. She came to the land of Moab, and things were fine. Her husband died. She had two sons. They got married. Then two sons died, and she was like, hold up, wait a minute, what am I doing here? Because she don't get news from a country that things are better now. You get more like things are now good in Nigeria. She like, are you serious? God has answered our prayers. Let me be going. I don't have anything to do again in the land of Moab, because I came with a husband, two sons. Now no husband, sons nowhere to be found, right? So she decided that, I'm going to go back to my country. And then the wives of the sons, so our daughter-in-laws, they were like, we're going to follow you, we're going to go with you, we're going to go with you. And she was like, see, if you go with me, I have nothing for you, essentially, because I don't have a son, I don't have a family member that I can give you one. I don't have a son to say, okay, marry this person. Say, even if today I get husband, I get pregnant, I give birth, will you wait? I can't tell you to wait how many years for that child to grow and they now marry the child. Like, it's a complicated thing, right? So she was like, just go back. I'm not going to be offended. I appreciate everything that you've done so far and things like that. So Oprah and Ruth. Oprah went back. They all cry. Say, no, Alana, let me be going. So, let me read what Naomi said to Ruth. And this is where it gets really interesting. Ruth chapter 1 verse 15, it says, and she said, behold, thy sister-in-law is gone back unto her people and unto her gods. Return thou after thy sister-in-law. If you read the beginning verses, it doesn't speak anything about, somebody's going back to their gods and things like that. Just like, go back, don't follow me, I don't have anything to give you and things like that. But it's interesting for Naomi to say, your sister-in-law had gone back to her people, she had gone back to her God. And Ruth was like, see, two of us have been joined together, nothing is going to separate us. Meaning that she has come to accept the God of Israel as her God, saying, your people will be my people, your God will be my God, because there's no place to go to. It's just the way when Jesus Christ said some things, and then some of his disciples, like out of the 500, they were turning back and like, these things are too difficult for us to hear. And Jesus now turned to the 12, he said, Alpha, in a go. And Peter said, where are we going to go to? It is with you that we have the word of life, right? So Ruth was like, see, there is nowhere I am going to. Is it that I will leave the God of Israel that I've come to know, that I've come to believe in, to go and serve other gods? It's not possible. It's not possible. I believe this God, and no matter what the consequences, no matter what is going to happen to me in that land, in your land that is a strange land, I've never been to Israel, I'm going to accept it like that. Naomi was like, what? Carry your bag. Let us go. I'm not going to stress you again. But the beautiful part of all of this is Ruth got to Israel. Ruth got back to Israel. And Naomi was particular. She was very concerned about, Ruth, after all this is it would have been nice for you not to have a husband, and have children, that kind of thing. And she sort of worked actively to say, okay, let us find you a husband. So I'm going to stop here. This one lesson from the book of Ruth. And when we decide to stay with God, or when we accept Christ, it stays at the end. There is no going back, there's no turning back to say, the life I used to live before, if it was before, I know what I would have gained. If it was before, I know what I would have. And go back now. Did anybody tie your leg? Go back. You can't live a life of, you can't come out of darkness and they start wishing that, you know what, that dark place I was living before, it be like say it pay me, because all these lights, the light is too bright. I beg, this place is shining. Like, let me just go back into darkness. You can't do that. You can't. So, as believers, you have received the best type of life. So let us ensure that we live it out to the maximum. Let us ensure that we live a life that is pleasing unto God and that glorifies God. Ooh, ooh. I am that I am. I'm all that you need. I can, yes I can. No need to hide from me. Do you know, really know? Do you really believe? Every day, every night of your life, ah yeah.